901.
Could you bring the meeting of the Board of Commissioners to order for Thursday, October 12, 2023. It is 9:02. Please join me in the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Public comment?
Yes, Fred Kane from Wolfboro. I do have the papers there for you. I received the wage study for the non-union that we've been waiting for 2 years. It's 2 pages here, which I'm kind of surprised. I'm assuming the union will be about the same. Are we going to get any explanation of who they compared to? All it has is minimum, mid, and maximum on the wage study. It doesn't say who they were collecting it from and some of that. Also, the commissioners had a meeting of September 19th. I didn't see those minutes on the website, and you know, the before and after there. I'm wondering if they're coming. And also, I'm still very concerned about the agency staffing and the cost of it. And I think we need to have some type of committee put together to study that. That's totally out of control. From 15,000 2 years ago, we're going to be at 1,500,000, 1,600,000. You know, we still have people leaving. I understand a couple of people from a friend of mine whose mother is over there, that a couple of the nurses said that they are leaving, told the, you know, the daughter that, you know, they put their notice in and they've been there a while. It's concerning. We need to get this under control, and we really need to address it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sir? No? Any media questions? Seeing none? Okay. I wish that, is there anything else that we can do before checking? I guess we could, why don't we skip to Hales? Because I see Joe's on there.
Good morning, Madam Chair.
Good morning, Mr. Costello. How are you?
Good.
Okay. We are going to go into recess. It is 9:06.
4.
4. I'm looking at that one. Yes, please. No, we don't need a motion for it.
Okay.
We are recessing, should I do that over again? To go into the Board of Selectmen meeting for Hales location. And the only thing I have, Joe, is just to approve the minutes for October 5th. I wish it was February already.
That's correct, Madam Chair.
Okay. Do we have those? Yeah, here they are. Okay. Joe, I don't know if you got a copy of them, or if you have any questions on those minutes.
No, I don't.
Okay. Then
I'd like to make a motion to accept them.
I will second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Madam Chair, I have the signature copy.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
also, we received an email from the Department of Health and Human Services
Yep.
that David Pendor has been confirmed as the health officer. So they have everything. That was in the minutes that... Good morning.
I'm Melissa.
What date it is.
Yeah.
Joe, do you have anything that you would like to add or talk about for Hales?
No, I think everything is going as planned. Thank you very much.
Have you and Denise started working on the budget? for
Yes,
me?
we have.
Okay. That's good. Okay. Then if you have nothing, and David, anything that you would like to? Bill? No?
No.
Okay. Yes, Fred.
May I ask you, I heard the health officer, was he appointed because of that sewer issue that they were talking about back in February? Is this the
Originally,
appointment for
they had
that?
asked me back in February,
Yeah,
because they haven't had one for a long time,
right.
so.
So he's just been appointed now
Right,
to deal with that. Thank you very much.
thank you. Need a motion to close the,
Can you make a motion to close the meeting? Hale?
I'll second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Okay, we are,
9:08.
wait,
Madam Chair, we'll have Commissioner McGee in 15 minutes.
okay. Let me see, what else can we do? I think we can do the approval of the minutes for our meetings for October 5th. Have you gone over them?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
That's not anything that jumped out.
No, I didn't either, so I think they're fine, so if you would
I'd like a motion to accept the minutes of October 5th.
I'll second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I didn't hear you vote, Madam Chair.
Aye.
Thank you.
Ah,
There's the signature copy.
Any special spot to be signed?
No, in the back, should
Should
be.
be in last sheet.
Yep.
Sticky paper.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Checks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get the manifest figures off here. I think they're on here.
That's all the checks.
Yes, a
That's
lot
all
of
we have to
checks.
sign. Okay.
That's what we have to sign. Okay. I will take the accounts payable for October 11th was $148,719.06. Payroll for 10/13, $209,733.84.
Make a motion to accept those.
Okay. I will second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Madam Chair, I didn't hear you vote again.
Aye. Jeez, I can't believe you can't hear me.
You didn't open your mouth.
You want me to open my mouth? No, you don't want me to open my mouth. That gets me in trouble.
Use your frank voice.
My friend voice? Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Oops.
I did see the numbers come by, but
Pardon?
I said I did see some of those numbers come my way. Via email, what these were gonna be.
Yep. They mail them out, just in case you know that we do get these on, usually on Tuesday, the manifest, so we can go over it at home before we get here, so we don't. Didn't want you to think, Fred, that we're just arbitrarily just okaying everything.
I don't. I think you were very well up to date on a lot of that stuff.
Okay. What else have we got? Do we have any line item transfers? Seeing
Not
none?
today, no.
Okay.
The delegation met Monday and they approved all the ones that you've approved so far. So that's all set.
I guess we could go over, it doesn't have to be a non-public. Bill, you got a copy of the appointment, the tax commitment for each town?
Yes, I did. Yep.
And I don't know, do you put this on the website, Melissa?
I have not yet, would you, I can do that if you, I wanted you to see it
I had a
first.
question. Could I see?
You may.
Here it is. Oh, yeah. I was looking at per town. I just was interested to see, which I didn't understand. I'm going to lose Brookfield, for example. They're contributing, if I understand this correctly, $159,000 toward the expenses.
Yeah, if you want detailed, I can have Bonnie.
No, that's fine. No,
Yeah.
that's, so each of these numbers refer to how much the town's portion of it is. And then how it
Correct.
comes out as a tax number, that's a whole different story.
Yes.
Okay.
If anyone would, I can put this up there, if any of you would like to
I'd
look
be
at this.
interested in looking at.
Let me see, Wolfboro. Wolfboro's getting off pretty easy.
Well, their operating budget is 18% more this year.
Oh.
Front page, they stated.
No. I can put this up there for anybody who would like to take a look.
Thank you. May I take a picture of this?
I don't see why not, it's going to be on the website, correct,
Yeah, I
Melissa?
will put it on the website, yep.
Yep, so,
Just for the record, that's the county apportionment
yes.
for the
Would you like a copy of that?
individual towns. I'll get it later, thank you.
Okay. Um,
And how do they base what percentage each town is going to pay?
It comes from the state.
The state.
We really can't do anything else. We could, but,
No, he's coming a month away.
yeah, we have to wait for the regional appropriations. And Melissa, you're gonna kill me, I left my thing at home because I had it upstairs looking at it
Oh,
last
the
night.
folder?
But I kinda know, you don't have to print them out for me.
Did Bonnie give you her recommendations yet?
No,
Okay, I'll call over and ask her to send it to me and then I can print that out for you.
okay, that would be
She
fine.
had come up with some suggestions,
Okay,
and then the sheriff is here, I don't know if you wanted to.
yeah, we can do that, I
Cruiser.
think, because I think,
I think they worked it out.
okay.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Dominic, come on up.
Yeah, thank you.
Morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, how are you?
And yourselves.
Good.
So I know we talked about the cruisers last week, 2 weeks ago. And that, just wanted to see if we could get a final vote to move forward. I did hear from the CFO as far as her saying that it could be done, as long as the commissioners have voted to approve it. So the cruiser we're looking at is the cheapest of the 3 quotes that we have. It is in New Hampshire at McMulkin Chevrolet, and it was $42,656. And then we would need the funding to outfit it with the K9 insert.
And that's around 60 altogether, total?
Yes, we would say no more than $60,000. There is a good chance it would come under that.
Okay,
Can I ask my question?
you certainly may.
Is there any chance of using federal funds that are coming through? I mean, I'm always getting emails that there's money, almost begging to get rid of it, and I hate to spend money, so that's not the issue. Regarding the storms and all the rain and everything else, they're giving it out to the different towns in Carroll County. It almost seems like they're trying to spend it. is there any way to fix that in that you could apply or we could apply for some type of grant money from the storm-related money? I don't know how it would, the dog could go rescue people, I guess.
Yeah, not that I'm aware of. It is a search dog for lost people, suspects type of thing. Not.
And this is for the car, though. Could we justify a car?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know of any way that it would come around that. I know we did maybe get money from the COVID times for cruisers that were bought during that.
Okay.
But I haven't heard of anything for that type of federal funding. The last thing that I saw that the IT director sent out was for cyber attacks and stuff, and that actually did not list that counties could apply. It listed for municipalities.
Okay, and pay attention to that.
So,
We did get some FEMA money for the road and stuff like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
for the towers. And
the
stuff.
towers. So you're looking for us to waive the bid process?
Yeah,
And
that
I
would,
think you already got 3,
we have three quotes,
anyway.
from 2 different dealers, but there are 2 Chevys and 1 Ford. They are on the lots. Comparatively, the quote is it's a state bid price also. Malkin does provide state bid. And it's the lowest of the 3 that we have. And again, this would be required on the lots. Dodges would have to be out of state that we looked at, that were on the lots, like in New Jersey and stuff. So that's where we stand as far as getting it immediately and then starting to outfit it.
Question?
yes?
How about the equipment that goes into it? You know, the lights, all the radios, everything else. Is that included, or that's I know I can get up there in price?
Well, that's what, beyond the $42,656 for the cruiser, that remaining up to $60,000 would be to outfit it.
And then,
And that would be the canine cage, the seat for the anyone he's transporting,
plus the lights?
plus the lights, the striping and all that, yes. Yeah. And a part-time deputy is the one that does all that work for us, which saves us money also instead of another company.
I know somebody who was in the police issue in on federal level, or state level, excuse me, and they had to outfit their car with radios and all this stuff, and it really ended up
Yes. it
very
does.
quickly.
Yep.
Bill, would you like to make a motion?
I can make a motion that we proceed with the purchase of the cruiser.
I will second, not to exceed $60,000.
Not to exceed 60,000.
Could you, Madam Chair, I didn't hear, could you please include to waive the bid process?
Yep.
In the motion?
I know I said that. And to
Yeah.
waive the bid process as well, not to exceed 60,000, and to waive the bid process.
I will second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye?
I'm wondering if the bid should also include why you're waiving the bid.
Okay, we'll add, you want to suggest words, if you could?
I mean, it would be the immediacy of the whole thing that needs to get done. Because again, it was just 2 days ago that cruiser overheated while he was out at accident scene. So, and again, that would cost at least or about $2,000 to repair that water pump. So,
And I might include that you did have three different bids.
Quotes.
Quotes,
Yeah.
not bids, but quotes, so, okay. Okay, I guess you could go
okay.
order it. Okay.
We all got a ride in it?
No, no, no.
I guess you-
Not in the back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Could I get a copy of the quote
Yeah.
for the record? Okay, thank you.
I guess, just to kill time here, we could go over in public our budget timeline, if that would be of any interest. October 26th, we're having a presentation, proposed budget commissioners meeting. We encourage the delegation to attend this meeting in person via Zoom or to listen to a recording of the presentation after the fact to become familiar with the proposed budget. November 2nd and/or November 9th, commissioners review and approve the 2024 budget. November 30th, budget mailed to the delegation, Secretary of State, RSA 24:21-A. Prior to December 1st, the commissioners must mail out the budget, including a report of actual expense and revenue through at least September 30, 2023. December 5th to December 20th, the delegation public hearing on the commissioner's budget, proposed 2024 budget. RSA 24:9D, no earlier than 5 days or later than 20 days after the mailing, the delegation shall hold a public hearing on the proposed budget, must be advertised at least 3 days ahead in a newspaper. December 29th, the first day that the delegation can take votes on the proposed 2024 budget. At least 28 days must lapse after the mailing before the delegation can vote appropriations, RSA 24:21-A. So that's hopefully, and we're going to be able to stick to that timeline. So if any interested parties, that's when we'll be talking about the budget. Jeez, we don't have anything else.
What do they do if they don't have a newspaper? What happens if a town or an area does not have a newspaper? What do they do? I guess Ed could answer that.
We mail it, it also goes to the town, so don't they have a thing in their town halls?
Okay.
They post it.
But it mentions here you have to put it in the newspaper. If you don't have a newspaper,
Yeah.
can you put it in the Nashua Times or whatever it is?
Would the chair allow me to make another comment?
You may.
I neglected to say, I spoke about transportation, and the previous administrator said she had a hard time with transportation. The friend of mine who has a loved one over here, transportation for that loved one to a specialist in Concord was canceled the day before, which is really unacceptable. We need to be able to deal with transportation to get these residents to their appointments that sometimes are scheduled, months out in advance. But to get a phone call the day before saying it was canceled really put a damper on.
I understand
Yes.
that, but unfortunately that's out of our control because we have an outside agency that does all the transportation.
Well, maybe we should have two agencies or some backup if this is.
We're having a problem with that, we just can't find them.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Again,
Thank
yet
you.
again. I have put out, we're looking at, I don't know if she can mention this, but I've been looking into buying our own vehicle for transportation and have our own driver be, available maybe 3 days a week or 2 days a week and try to get all appointments so that we can, cut down our payroll
Yeah.
and having to have a driver.
Yeah.
We're looking into that too,
Yeah.
to see if that's feasible.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Who
Yes.
canceled it? The transportation company or the doctor's office?
It's usually scheduled through the nursing home,
Okay.
Yes.
and they received a call from the nursing home saying it was canceled. The appointment at the doctor's office was still valid. They went out, they rented a vehicle to get their loved one in, but, really needs to be moved in the
Yeah.
lift thing. It's not very easy
Right.
for them to do it.
I'm having doctor's appointments canceled all the time. That's what I was concerned with.
I know.
With the doctor and the transportation.
I see that Chuck just drove in, so we'll just give him a minute to get in here. And the only thing we have left to do is go over the 2024 regional appropriations review. I don't know if you're
And I emailed the CFO, I'm just gonna call her in case she didn't see my email.
Okay.
To send over her list.
Okay.
Yep.
I can just say that last year we gave out I'm not sure the exact amount, a little over $450,000. I think that was what, 2% of our budget or something is what we tried to do. This year, requests are over $700,000. So it's just, we've got to be very careful on what we do with that. You know, they're all good groups, and we'd love to be able to give them all anything that they ask for, but, oh. Joe?
Yes, Madam Chair, if you don't need me any longer, I'll get off now.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much, Joe.
All right, have a good day,
You too.
guys and gals.
Good morning.
I have a
Good
question.
morning.
Madam Chairman, I have a question.
Yes.
I was busy thinking, if I travel around the county, is there anything that would prevent you from just stopping at one of these, but
Yeah,
I'm in the area?
you can do
Just out
whatever.
of curiosity, I'm not checking up on them, but I would like to put my nose in the door and say,
Yeah, no, that's fine. You can do it. Usually they come here. I don't know if we have that schedule. Each one comes and kind of pleads their case. But no, you
no, I'm just curious as
yeah.
to,
Nope, you can do whatever you want. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not representing, I'm just representing you.
right. But no, I recently went to the adult
9:28.
daycare center as myself, and they're one of the new ones that are asking for claim size.
I remember I think they came here and made a presentation, or somebody mentioned it, and I've been visited that way back. And if I'm in North Conway, I'd like to drop in.
Yeah, it's really a beautiful facility. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Glad you could make it.
Thank you.
Hey, we are, let me tell you
Did
where
we
we
buy
are.
a police cruiser?
Yes, we did.
Good.
We are up to our regional appropriations review.
Excellent.
And Melissa's getting Bonnie's recommendation. Did you have a chance to?
I did.
I know,
I did.
yeah. I know.
I did.
So I'm just telling the public that we've got requests of over $700,000 this year. Is she sending that over to you?
She is going to be coming over.
Oh, good.
If you could give her 10 minutes, she's finishing up a meeting.
Okay, that'll be fine. We have the non-public, right? We can go do that?
Yeah, we
Doesn't
have-
look like it'll take too long.
No, this one shouldn't be too bad if you want to do that one under C.
Yep. If someone would like to read us into
I make a motion that we go into non-public session.
Yep, it should be right there. It's on your thing.
What do we need, RSA
Yep, 13.
Oh, I'm sorry, non-public.
L?
New Hampshire RSA 91-A:3, number 2, A through L, as necessary.
But it's specifically C, correct?
Yes,
It's C.
it's C. Yep.
Second.
You'll second?
Second.
Okay. All those in favor, roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes?
Commissioner McCarthy,
Aye?
Commissioner McGee.
Yes.
Thank you.
9:30.
We're supposed to be-
My annual physical, and God forbid you postpone it, you don't get back in for another 3 years.
That's the problem.
No, I'm cold.
Yes.
It was nice and warm in
Shut the
there.
door.
Okay,
10:53, Madam Chair.
10:53.
A motion, we come out of non-public.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
10:53. Okay.
Madam Chair, are the minutes sealed or are they
Sealed.
not?
And seal the minutes, yes. Sorry.
Make a motion to seal the minutes of the
Second,
non-public
second.
session. Somebody better second that because.
I second that.
they'll
Yep.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Did you get that?
That's very important.
Thank you.
Yes, it is.
Okay, what do we have now? We have,
Regional
do we have any commissioner comments or
No.
reports? No. We will go into recess until the next meeting at the call of the chair, and it is, what time is it?
5 minutes before.
10:54.
10:54.
Do we need to sign
Did you
these?
sign- Did you guys sign checks?
Yeah, we have to sign them, no.
We don't do that in.
No, we can do it, we're in,
Who's,
yep,
is Bill on board now or not?
Yes.
For checks?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Okay. So if you want to, you can watch us sign checks. Okay,
Okay.
that's all we have left to do.
Well, I always had an issue with going into recess and then continuing business, but that's okay.
It's not
Yep.
business.
I'm not gonna fight
It's not, it's not business, it isn't.
Would you like to sign checks this week?
Bill, you can sign checks. Your first check
Check
signing.
signing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, then do you want to sign them or you want me to?
Yes, it's up to you. Fine, if you want to sign it.
Oh, I don't care. Wow, we're gonna get out of here before noon, isn't this nice?
Good job.
You know me, I don't like to mess around.
I don't either. And I noticed it goes a lot faster without, I shouldn't say that, but it's just my observation.
Yep.
How much are those guys paying him? How much are those guys paying him? Do you know?
I don't know.
Sometimes it's hard.
We should be able to see it though.
We should.
Mine doesn't have.
All righty then. I could not get out of bed this morning to save my soul.
I didn't want to.
Ugh. I guess I'm gonna have to turn the heat on in my house. I've been reluctant to do it.
Yeah,
To be honest with you, I was this morning, I don't really want to go to town. I'm bitten, so I've like had enough. I just don't want to go anymore. Did you know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to shut off my outdoor shower.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'm still using it, but
It's not that
Of course,
warm.
I'd use it. We'll get to that one in a minute.
Okay, yeah, iPhone
Yeah, I really
questions.
do.
How did you do it? Is it easier?
Someone in the public did it.
All right, so you don't need me,
No,
all right? So I'll see
Thank
us,
you.
so we'll see us Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday
at
at
9
9
a.m.
for
I got
you.
the-
Yeah.
You've got 9, we'll be here at 10.
Used to way, as soon as I got out of high school, I worked at an insurance company. And I used to, sign all the checks they sent out to all those buckle, that little bar, and it ran it through a machine.
Yeah.
Did it?
So I was
We
gonna
can
offer,
do that too, but
if your hand gets tough, we do have a stamp for your signature on it, you're more than,
No, that's,
to come over to the
Oh, it could be more
office,
fun than signing checks. Wow, big stack today too.
stamp them all. Okay.
shouldn't have signed on the top of it.
Madam Chair, is next week,
yes?
Wednesday, is that gonna,
Yes, we're going to have a meeting on Wednesday,
a public?
a public meeting.
10
But we'll
o'clock
be going
on
right into
Wednesday.
non-public.
Okay.
10 o'clock next Wednesday.
And Thursday.
We may not have to meet Thursday
Yeah,
if
Chuck.
they can get everything they need done on
Okay,
Wednesday.
that's fine, I was just asking.
Yeah, just, I'll give you a heads up. Okay.
And we're off. And you're off. Not day for you.
Good day for me.
It's
Oh,
tough.
good, oh, good, good, good. And I had 8:15 doctors.
What's going on in Brookfield? Anything?
Ooh, you want to report Brookfield?
Yeah.
What's happening?
I think nothing out of the ordinary.
Any more come up on the solar stuff?
Yes, the planning board did meet to discuss the zoning ordinance creation for solar installations. No one from the public did attend, but they are working on a working zoning ordinance for the installation of solar voltaic systems.
Good.
I think that's a big thing because people were concerned about that.
Yeah. And all the promises he made to move at all these places.
Well, the process was followed. Brookfield didn't really have a,
Right.
you know. It was suggested in Brookfield that we do what Wakefield does, which is have a, basically you have to have a site plan review in order to put in solar voltaic. So then each time someone wants to put one in, they would have to have it reviewed.
Oh, Scott, yeah.
Because, you know, because there's so many different solar systems and how how and where they would be put on a piece of property would be so different, it may be very difficult to create an ordinance that would kind of cover everything.
Does the high school, for us, doesn't it use, what's the thermal heat? Thermal,
I do not know.
from bringing it up from the water and
Geothermal.
geothermal.
Terry's gonna head to the office. Do you need anything from me first?
Nope.
You good? Okay, I'll see you guys over there.
Okay.
Bye, Ed.
Bye-bye, thank you. Thank you for feeding the chickens.
Huh?
Thank you for feeding the chickens this morning, and the goats.
How are your chickens?
They're fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you get some new babies?
They're trying to hatch, they're brooding, and I'm gonna let them try to hatch a few.
Oh, that's exciting. I have a new puppy.
Shoe things?
No, just me. She's such a sweetheart. We got her in St. Louis. No intentions of bringing home a puppy, but those things happen.
I thought your husband didn't want the wood floors destroyed by the nails.
She weighs 8 pounds, so.
How old?
She
It's a
was-
puppy, so.
Yeah, she was 19 weeks when we got her. She was not in a good place, and I just could not leave her there.
So the teeth are still growing,
Yes.
looking at the floor.
Yeah, completely unsocialized, had never been picked up, had never walked on the
Wow.
grass, had never eaten out of dish.
They'll come around.
Oh, yeah, she is now. She's and it's like training a baby. You know what I mean? She got to get her. She doesn't know what stairs were. Trying to get it to go upstairs and downstairs. And I couldn't leave her.
How did you find her?
Pardon?
How did you come across her? I mean, did you go to a shelter or?
Well, we went to a breeder, because not for me, but our niece wanted one, so I agreed to go with her, and I came home with one, she didn't. She felt it was going to be too much work to try to, bring them around, and I said, and you can, I still feel guilty that I did not bring the whole litter home, because she's a regular puppy now. It took, every day she gained. And she's just been,
I'm convinced these places where you can adopt we see them online, adopt the puppy, and they write this big sob story. I think they all sit around making these stories up. I'm convinced.
well,
Because they all have a story. I'm not saying
Yeah.
yours. That,
Nope.
this dog is, I don't know.
she was not abused or anything, and, she was, I got her to the vet as soon as we got back. She was perfectly healthy, no worms, no anything. But the couple were breeders. And when we got there, it's a huge farm, beautiful place. But the woman was in a wheelchair, and he just had a hip replacement, and he's walking around in a cane, and they couldn't take care of him, other than just to throw food down and hose out their kennel, And
And more happened with Wolfboro. Remember when the dogs were mistreated and
oh, yeah.
Yes, that all went through the legal process.
they spent a lot taking care of that.
Well, that created legislation too, because there was legislation to go after people who,
Hoarders and the type.
to go after people who are, mistreating or being accused of mistreating animals. And I think the conclusion to that was that many people that harm animals or don't take care of them the way everybody thinks they should usually have some mental issues.
Yep.
And if you try to go after people with, making people a felony for doing that, then are you going after people who are mistreating animals who are mentally ill? So it was more of, are you going after people who are mentally ill? So it didn't really fix the problem.
I like the ones where you see the ads on television.
Oh,
And it
right.
sounds like everybody's donating their time. And look at what they paid, when the organization came in to take these dogs. They got some good money to do that. When they sued,
Frank won't, he says, I don't want to, he won't watch those advertisements, because the poor little.
oh yeah, I feel sorry for the dogs,
Yeah.
but I just was stunned how much they were paying
Yep,
for some of the care they were charging. We have a rescue dog.
yep, I just, we lost our two, and I was like, I just can't go through that again. I just tore my heart out, and Frank too. When my husband's crying, I shouldn't even say this, he's coming down the stairs, tears in his eyes, and he says, I can't do it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What can't you do? And he says, I can't take a shower. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he says, Peru always sat by the shower and waited for me.
Well, they can become
Oh,
family
yeah,
members.
they are.
They are family members.
I think once your children are gone, or have moved out, and, you have that parenting, that need, they take the place, or they're just like our kids. And I said, I can't do it again. But I did,
Would you permit me to ask a county question?
sure.
And I'll remind you, we are on still. but
Oh,
it's-
okay, we
But
are.
if you don't have an answer, then it's basically, it would have to be a right to know request. Is there an established policy to buy hay? Like a policy to buy hay, or is,
Is that from here or anywhere?
the hay that is produced on the county
Oh,
property,
county, okay.
is there
I
an
don't-
actual policy or a process?
There is
for
a
buying
process.
hay?
I know there is a process, I'm not sure if that is an actual written policy, but I can check. I don't think there's anything written, Ed, about, I know that he has his procedures. And if that's something you would like, we can call him in and go over that.
Well, I believe it should be an agenda item because there is a resident that is concerned that the hay that's being produced is only being given to people on a reservation list, and he doesn't understand why he can't be on that list to buy hay. So that would be the question.
This is inside.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, this is.
Okay.
I mean,
I
I know
can have
we-
him on the agenda for next week.
I mean, it's already known that there's a fixed amount of people that do put in for the hay because it's hard to get hay around here.
Yep.
So there is, but what
As far as-
process is being used to do that? That's
As
my
far as I
question.
know, it was like first come, first serve.
But how does that process occur? Does somebody call and, that's
Okay.
the question the resident had.
Okay. I will.
Because
Put
it is,
him on-
it's
put
a
him on the
county
agenda.
asset, it's a county asset that's being harvested and sold. I don't see a bidding process. If there's a reservation list, how does that happen? How do you get put on the reservation list? Who does that, and what's the process?
Okay.
That's all my question.
I will ask him to be on the agenda for next week.
It's amazing, years ago, I must say it was hard to get rid of, but it was,
Yep. Not anymore.
And it was hard to hay this year with all the rain,
Yeah.
so that was the other thing.
There's so much about hay that I don't know, and I didn't know, the longer that it stays, the quality of it goes down. So it's, whoops.
Well, it's like asparagus. When your asparagus comes up out of the ground, when it comes out first, it's very sweet and tastes very good, but if it gets too long, it gets woody and
Yeah.
how's your garden run? Mine was awful this year. We have poor soil.
Mine
didn't have
was too.
anything growing. And my asparagus kind of peaked out.
Mine looked beautiful at the beginning. I was like, oh, I was so proud of it that it,
Yeah.
we didn't get much.
A lot of rain and not enough sun.
Yep. It was disappointing because you worked so hard planting and it was, I have a phobia about weeds. I won't let one weed survive in my garden. And, and then not to get anything was,
Did you have these little vines that grow and everything? How do we get rid of these?
I forgot what they're called, but I believe it's an invasive Japanese, is it Japanese knockwood, I think it's called? And it's just all over the place.
Check.
It's almost over my garage. It just grows like
I
crazy.
have one that's growing in the garage. There's a little opening and it goes,
You have to cut it
yeah,
at the root. You can't really, it's hard to control it. I got it all over the place.
yeah, mine do as well.
My whole property is weeds, so I landscape with weeds. I prune them, cut them.
There you go.
As long as you keep them at the right height, so they look okay.
Yeah.
what is she doing? Damn, she put 2012.
Who wrote 2000?
Damn. She's gonna have to change that.
That goes on a mystery pile. Where am I signing here?
You have to sign here, and you have to go through and just check these off there.
Oh.
You signed them. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. How many trees did we kill today?
I know. I can't believe it. 11:15, we're gonna be out of here. That's good.
That's because you have a very good team. You have a very competent CFO. Your audits are going well.
Yep.
You've got an operation going here. Now, I could go on about the wage study, but I'll talk about that next time.
Well, the wage study, yeah, when Linda's not here, or I would have called her, so we can have her next week explain how she did it. She put a ton of work in it, and it's a guideline, it's not, written in stone. It was like,
And that's for non-union, correct?
in non-union, yes, we can't. Yeah. And the nursing home unions meetings start next week. So, can't talk about those, but they do start next week.
If the facilities director can be the interim nursing home administrator, and in the past, we had the licensed Stratford County nursing home administrator as the license holder
You're right.
for here,
Yep.
then why can't this county have all the head nurses have a council that's under the license of a licensed nursing home administrator somewhere else, but have that council of nurses be the administration of the building?
Okay.
I don't see why you couldn't do that, since when Howard Chandler had exited, you had two people there that were administrating under the Stratford
Right.
County Nursing. So you had two
Yeah.
nurses there. So why couldn't you have a council? I like a council of nurses, because then they would have ownership.
I was told that Sue, who would have been the one, was not interested, she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do
Well,
it.
how many head nurses do we have over there? Is it 7?
There's one for each, I know there's one for each
Wayne?
wing, in each floor, so. And I don't know if we have one for all 3 shifts or not.
I mean, just imagine if those,
Yeah.
let's say there was 5.
Yep.
Let's just say there was a council of 5 nurses, the head nurses, and they administer. See, I like giving ownership to the people who are there,
Right.
who are in those positions for years. I don't know if they would take it, but I just thought that would be an interesting idea, because I don't think anybody's done that. We always pick one person at the
Yep.
top.
At the top. Yep.
So
I'm not sure if you could get 5 people to always agree.
they would all have to
Yeah,
vote, or,
yeah, they have to work together, and
yeah.
I don't know.
These
I'll let it
not checked for reasons.
Yeah, I didn't check them. I was going to check to see if they were, what's one of the numbers that's not checked? 1363, oh, right here. Oh, she didn't sign it. There is a check.
Okay, that's the one.
So she must not, what's another one?
Oh, down here.
1365.
Oh, I didn't realize they were given in sequential. Tractor Supply. Where do you get your food for your critters?
I have it shipped here from Washington State. It's a fully organic
Oh, that's good.
feed. It's
No,
not
there
cheap.
is none. There is no 65.
Okay.
So that's probably why. So that's why I didn't check them either. I
Yeah, same
wanted
with
to-
this other one, I assume.
Oh, wait a minute, there is a 65. Yep, I found it. It was just out of order. So, yeah, they must all be here.
I'll let you do that. It's on record that I didn't check it.
Okay. Can I use your pen for a second so I don't have to?
You did both.
Yep, that's it, I
If I
think.
did both, go back to me again.
That's
And
all right.
this one.
So those are the check manifest. That's the check manifest to what you voted on
Yes,
early on.
yep. And we're getting them now, at least by Tuesday, so we can look at them at home. So that way we don't have to sit here, look at every check unless we have a question on one. So it makes it easier, quicker. Okay, I think we are done.
We gotta come out, we gotta adjourn the meeting?
No,
No.
it's already adjourned.
Adjourn.
Well, it shouldn't have been, but now
Yeah.
technically, officially is 11:16. Thank
I
you.
thought we could do this in recess.
It's, you're in a quorum,
Right,
you're still having a meeting.
that's true.
And then I got to say I got to talk. Okay.